they had was people would literally fall asleep with cigarettes that were lit and die in their beds because the cigarette would keep burning and it could cause a fire, and some people died this way. Most cigarette smokers inhale. Inhaling draws the cigarette smoke into the lungs. The mucus lining of lungs, mouth, and related air passages have an area of 800 to 2,000 square feet over which all your blood is spread every 3 minutes. Inhaling brings all these poisons into close contact with this delicate membrane, permitting the poisons to pass into the blood. 2 inhalations give you more poison than 20 minutes of ordinary smoking. So what this is saying is, smoking introduces this into your body much quicker than, say, if you were ingesting something. When you swallow something, it takes a while to get into the bloodstream. It has to go through the stomach and get through the lining of the intestines. But with smoke, if you unfolded your lungs, it would make a sheet that would cover that wall right there. And you're immediately exposing your body to all of those toxins instantly. And you can watch it in the smokers I have at work. As soon as they get it, they feel that satiation of their addiction. They feel they're irritated until they get that cigarette, and then it's like, okay, got it in. But it doesn't last. They'll say they're going to be out there another couple hours needing another dose of that addictive drug. So it says, try this experiment. Blow the cigarette smoke through a handkerchief. Now don't try this experiment if you're not a smoker. Do not try this at home just to prove. But if you are a smoker and need some proof, blow the cigarette smoke through a handkerchief. See the dark brown color? Then think of the effects that these 19 poisons have on your body. The cigarette is the most dangerous form in which tobacco is used. And if the truth were known, cigarettes would be used only by those who commit slow suicide. If you want to see the stains of cigarettes, and you're not a smoker, just look at a smoker. And you can see the staining on their teeth, on their fingers, on their clothing even. It's all around. And imagine all that going through your lungs. And you wouldn't want to take a glass of dirty dishwater and drink it. You wouldn't do it. But when you smoke, you're doing something very similar to your lungs. You're just taking all of that nastiness, the dirty, rotten chemicals that are in there, and filtering it through your lungs and giving it access to your whole body. So it's a very, very harmful practice. And lastly, here are some practical reasons for abstaining from cigarette smoke. Okay, these are not biblical, but these are good points here. They will kill you through cancer, heart attack, or one of several other diseases. Point 2, the smoke bothers other people. Do you want to be a nuisance? Point 3, your breath is horrible smelling. Amen to that one. Number 4, your house smells stale. Number 5, your testimony is next to nothing. Number 6, you're looked upon as a weakling because you haven't got the character to quit. Number 7, it's a waste of money and God will hold you accountable as a steward. Number 8, you're a slave to a devilish habit. Number 9, can you imagine Jesus smoking? And number 10, when you perspire, you smell like a camel. I think there's a pun intended there. But it does come through their pores. I can testify to that. You can smell smokers. Have you ever noticed when you see an ad in the paper, a selling point is if it's not come from a house of a smoker. Why? Because if you've ever bought something that's used and it's been in a smoker's house, sometimes you just can't get the smell out. It's stuck there, and you don't want it in your house. Do we have any points or comments or anything else about the topic, Pastor?
Here in number 3, on page 1, how about second-hand smoke?
Yes.
I guess it is more harmful than the one who is smoking. Okay? So when you have a children or you have somebody with you, it affects them.
That's right.
Okay, more than okay. That's it.
Right. Okay.
I would like to say something about the freedom that when you were talking about freedom. And the freedom that Christ gives and the freedom that the world offers is two different things. Because it says, if you're free by Christ, you're free indeed. But if you're free by this nation, you got laws to follow. You have laws to follow in the Bible, but they're not never as strict as the laws in this world. Because there's laws for different sets of people. But for Christ, there's the law for every human being. One law to follow, one law to obey. But in this world, and we know as people, that there's a different law for different sets. And then there's also, when we look at it, when this nation was founded, it was founded by a gun and